Hi, I'm Phil Ball, pastor of Odyssey Christian Church in Jenks, Oklahoma. We're part of the Christian Church Disciples of Christ, and we offer a non-judgmental approach to support your personal journey of faith. After the message, we invite you to keep listening for a presentation from our wonderful band. And if you want to experience worship live, we invite you to find out all the details at www.facebook.com/Odyssey CC.
I had Rusty look at some of the pictures, and he recognized one of the women there, and so she's a nurse practitioner, and her husband is a pediatrician, and they've been over there a couple times, and they take medical missionaries. They take students or anybody that's really interested in going to see her. So anyway, Sisters United is Reggie's wife, and she started an organization. This is not a nonprofit, but she decided that if she could take raw materials over to the girls in Uganda, then they could make something and then sell it for a profit. So I'm assuming that's why it has to be a for-profit, because these are sold online, or I'm assuming this is a borrowed one, so I'm assuming there was somebody here at some point selling these. But they're made from, the tabs of a pop can. And so Reggie's wife actually was talking to some people that were running missions in South America. And when she saw this, she thought, well, this is what the girls in Uganda could do. So she took this idea to them. And she had, I think when they started, they had somebody in Oklahoma City. I think there's a beer, Anheuser-Busch, donated, I forget how many thousands of these. So she and her friends go to Uganda with bags, because American Airlines said that they could take so many extra bags at just a certain number, and they carry bags of these tabs that we're going to be collecting over there. And then so that these bags can be made. And I looked this up. I think this would cost $50. But the money that they get from it, do you know how much this costs? $50. The money that they get from this goes to the girls. I'm sure not all of it, and I really don't know how that splits out. But the girls are paid. So, it's not like they make it and all the money goes to the school or all the money goes to their education. It goes to actually, they receive money as well. Well, and I'll be honest, when Phil told me about this, I have about 3 friends who live in my neighborhood who are all involved in some project from Africa. So I think it's a real cottage industry kind of thing that people are realizing can help the people that live there, the women or the men, that if they make these. And so after a while, it's like, how many necklaces can you buy that are made by people in Kenya, or how many purses can you make? But then when you meet Sister Rosemary, it actually makes a lot of sense, because that the money is going to the girls that do it, and so it becomes not a fashion statement, like, look what I have, and this is where I got it, and it just becomes more personal, that you realize that this lady has a mission, and obviously you can tell the picture, she just is one of those people that you think is kissed by God. She just is. So anyway, I was real impressed with her, and she with me, I'm sure. And so now I'm going to sit down on that note.
Okay, this is another bag. My sister actually bought this online, and it is $50. I couldn't find how many pop tabs this took, but they have larger bags. The largest one they make is 1,700 pop tabs for $150. And we saw one at the Barnes Noble. It was black and white, and it was actually very pretty. The $100 ones were actually the most colorful we saw, but they were 520 pop tabs. But nothing is in production because she's traveling, so when she gets back, presumably she'll have a lot of pop tabs to take with her. Okay. Hold the mic up? Okay. Oh, I thought something was on my chin. Oh, thank you. So anyway, I'll just talk a little bit about her background. She was raised in a family that had a lot of hard work, and they sometimes went to bed hungry, but they believed in education. And so she did go to school. She became a nun at 15, and she was trained as a midwife and a nurse aide. And she worked on the Coney soldiers if they came in, and dug bullets out of them, and so she thought this helped her hide the girls from them because they didn't go ahead and search the house after she doctored them up. And she's been all over the world. She's got a lot of degrees, and she's really an educated woman, but she is trying to teach the girls, children, English and the different things. The people call her and ask her if she has any cooks, and she said yes, she has cooks, but how much are they going to pay? Because she says she doesn't want her girls working for free, and she wants them to have employment so they can hold up their heads and be recognized as a citizen of the community. And she's in Gulu. I didn't look that up, but they're building other orphanages. The book Mary Jane showed you, I understood that it was going to the actual building of the schools and orphanages, and that the purses go back to the women, just like Mary Jane said. And so the pros for Africa, like Mary Jane was telling you, is the professional people. And she said she, as needs of engineers, she needs anybody that could get them electricity more than 2 hours a day, because electricity is extremely hard to come by. She's had all kinds of professionals over there, and anybody that wants to come, she will welcome them. And if you have any questions, well, we'll try to answer. Thank you.
We've already started with a jar of pop tabs, which I'm going to put right on the offering plate. But that's kind of the ticket. And while we're working on the symbol for all of Lent for us is how something that's ordinary can become extraordinary. And in fact, I really wish, if you're halfway interested, that you get hold of that purse of Miss Ellis that really belongs to Carolyn, and look at it, because it's really amazing. I'm a guy that makes construction stuff, and it's really well done, how it's put together. It is not in the least bit shoddy. It's just really cool. So that's cool, but get your hands on it, look at it. But we're not asking anybody to buy purses. We're just saying, let's collect pop tabs to send over there for the time of Lent, so that we move everything from ordinary to extraordinary. And okay, any questions or comments about that? Anything we need to do before the band gets up there and we move into prayer time? And I've got a confession to make. And all of the opportunities I had today, I forgot to get my ashes. So you're going to be ashless tonight. About your forehead. And I apologize. I know that ripped somebody's heart out, but if you want, we can do it next week. But anyhow, that's life in the big city. Band and Miss Beverly, would you and Miss Pam take the critters and head out to the other side, and let's crank this baby up. Move into prayer time and communion.
Every now and then I find a song and I just think, that is just perfect for what I'm looking for. And this is one. It's called Into the Glorious, recorded by Christy Knuckles.
Was made for more than this world. This is a holy